Okay, now I can get started because I've gone through and not recorded, and then I had to redo it home off the top of my head. So I know that, Annette, I saw your vision board, which is awesome. You actually made it into like a poster board, not like my little 8x11. And then Annette told me, Katie, that you finished yours as well.
Yeah, it's finished. You want to see it?
Yeah, well, we're going to take a moment and we're all going to talk and share. And then that's how I want to break down. Since it's just the two of you, we actually be able to do a little one-on-one and break down how we're going to be able to reach those in a year. So break it down into like 6-month kind of a thing, a 3-month, and then really the ones that we know we need to do every single month, every single week, so that we reach those milestones, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do it myself because I need to do it for myself as well. So if you can get it, that would be awesome so that we can see it.
Right. Mine's big, I guess you might say.
Ooh, nice. Way better.
So I don't know how much you can see of that.
That's awesome.
Kind of in it.
Wow.
But yeah, it's kind of big.
No. Hey.
And most of it was keywords that I found, and then my lists were right in the middle, so it's
right.
Just something to help keep me motivated.
Absolutely.
Working towards my goals.
Yeah. I mean, whatever works for you, you know what I mean? You know what those sort of like triggers and keywords that you need to see when you're having like that crap day or you're sort of doubting yourself, and then walk by that and then, get reinvigorated and be like, okay, slough that off. Let's get going. Keep trucking. You can't really see it. Let's see it. Okay, so there's my board, right? So I have my vision board, but then I also have like a lot of things. So you can see these little thingies with circles. Those are actually what it takes to become diamond. So I have 2 coaches that are very close to diamond. One is Annette, and I have another one, Judy. And so I have written down on each of the circles in Sharpie. You can't really see it, and I don't have, my cord isn't long enough, but each of the coaches that are on their team. So I know how many more Annette needs. And Annette really needs 1 more coach. She needs to personally assign 1 more coach. And then she needs 2 of those coaches to become Emerald. So we have, so pretty much she just needs 1 more working coach, because we have full faith in you, Katie, that you will reach Emerald. That will be one of many rank advances that you do. But then we've got Judy, and so Judy is the same thing. She needs 1 more coach, and then she needs her coaches to turn Emerald. I have this list here, which I haven't really been actually using it, but it's just reminding me. It says prospects, to always be adding to my list. And really, I use this, to keep adding my list. Then I have my own list of coaches. So that's my list. It's always going. I always change up my goals for the month. And then my ultimate goal right now is 2-star diamond. So hence why I have 2 people that are really close to diamond. So that's why my goal right now for the short one is 2-star. Of course, I put down for my year end is to be 3-star. And I really feel that is something that I can very easily attain in a year's time. And really, really in my mind, I better beat that. I better push that closer to 4. But I wanted to at least just stick with 3 and be a little bit conservative, at least in this aspect, and not really be so focused on rank, really. I mean, rank is always it's helpful because it's recognition, but it's more just about helping people and actually seeing them change their lives and sort of have an effect on them. So if I can get to 3, then awesome. If I get to 4 or 5, even better, cherry on top. So, Katie, do you want to start sharing your vision board and then we can break it down?
Yeah, I'm still a little bit lost, so I'll just whip it off the top.
Sure.
But, business goals I put down to pay off my car loan. I think we only owe around $3,000 on it.
Cool.
And then I want to live more frugally on a budget, because since we've been married, we haven't been on a budget. So I want to live more on a budget.
Right.
I want to have Christmas bought by September. To me, that's a big thing. It's extra stress.
Oh, yes.
You don't need it. And I don't know if this is right because I'm still I don't understand Success Club.
Okay.
I hit Success Club 5 every month starting in February. So is that doable? Success Club 5 means that
Yes.
I sell 2 challenge packs and 1 Shakeology.
Yeah, or essentially you just root for, sometimes it's easier just to root for 3 challenge packs.
Okay.
So yeah, but either or. 2 challenge packs and a Shakeology, or just go for 3.
Okay. And I don't know where that would eventually put me, but I put that down as a starting goal.
Absolutely.
And then this might sound silly, then I put get 800 likes on my fitness page by December because I feel like that's my publicity. It's advertising my product.
Yeah, it's your reach. Yeah, it's like Shalene Johnson. She's a fitness instructor with Beachbody for PiYo. She does all the Turbo Fire, Turbo Kick, and stuff like that. She has a really awesome podcast, and she calls everybody who follows her lifers.
Okay.
That's what she intends, is that they will stay with her for life because they either connect with her on like a fashion base or fitness or personality or whatever it is, that they connect with her and they want to stick with her. So definitely, you want to keep adding to your lifers because those are the people that obviously that care about what you're posting and enjoy your content.
Right. Well, that's all I got with business because I just started a different job. So I'm just between starting a new job here in the past month and then starting this.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what else to put at this point.
And that's fine.
So that's what I'm starting with. I want to more so focus on this and then do my other job, but focus on this and myself.
Yeah.
Personal goals, I put pray more, worry less, be a better role model for my kids, be a better wife, spread more happiness, smile more, be confident, be more consistently motivated, run a 5K, get down to 165 by December, and I weigh 208 now.
Okay.
Ride my mountain bike more and ride my horses with more confidence. All around, I've my confidence just went out the window. So it's slowly coming back. So
I gotta walk away real quick.
Okay. Well, I love all of those. Absolutely. And, a lot of your personal goals, you'll definitely be able to work on them and attain them just purely through personal development. Do you know what I mean? You can pick the books or the podcasts or, whatever it is, daily devotional that you need. And that counts as your personal development. It's whatever that's helping to feed your soul and make you just a better person inside and out. Mm-hmm. That's what personal development is for. It's not really, you don't need to be reading how to build a business and all these other books. That's not what personal development is really for. Because a lot of times, and that's what I've noticed with the things that I've tried, and I think too, Annette as well, what is missing with Nutrisystem and Jenny Craig and all that stuff is there's a reason why we all are screwed up eating wise, because it's in here.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? It's not the kitchen's fault, it's not the grocery
it's just
food.
It's our minds are bipolar as far as diet wise because we don't know which direction we go.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
crazy.
For me, immediately my mind goes to the negative thoughts, you're not worth it, this is crap, just screw it and just, say all hell with it, That's immediately what I do. I mean, sometimes it'll be even in my workout, where I'm seeing, some girl on the video and she's looking awesome and she's doing these full out moves and I'm like, damn it, I can't do it. I should be able to do it. And I'm like, I just want to say, screw it. But instead I'm like, no, just modify it. It's fine. But in my head for so long, we've always been oh, those are girl push-ups. Oh, those, oh, you're not really working out if you're not doing it full out then. And so I have had to work hard to find that personal development, a book called You're a Badass, which is a super awesome book, but you can get it this month if you hit Success Club 5. So if you help 3 people at least, you'll get
I'm hoping, I have a lady that I'm supposed to contact after this call. she's wanting to know, and she put in there, I want to get a price, but keep in mind, I'm a budget-friendly lady. And I'm like, well, and I'm going to throw in there because after weighing today, I've lost 7 pounds in a week. So I'm just going to say, well, you know, I understand, you know.
Say that. But, you know, let her know too, you know, ask her, you know, do you do something do you have like a daily ritual? You know, some people go to Starbucks every day. Some people, you know, pack of cigarettes every day. You know what I mean? Like, do you have an addiction that you do every single day? How much does that cost you?
Exactly.
Is that investing in your health? Is that helping you, you know, better your life and better your digestion and your energy? And most of them say no. Then you ask, well, would you be willing to try and give that up for a month? Just a month. That's it. And if you don't like it, and if you don't feel any benefits, we'll give you your money back. No hassle. And we do. Like what people, when they call customer relations, they do not hassle, because honestly, I was one of them. I ordered a challenge pack with the Shakeology. I'd had it maybe a week, and I already was like, I am not paying this again. And I went ahead and called and canceled. I did not even any of the benefits yet, but I already went ahead and canceled because I didn't want a second charge. But then, of course, after that month came and went, and I noticed, oh my gosh, I'm not, you know, praying for 3 o'clock to come so my mom can take over and I can just crash or something, you know, and I'm actually like going to the bathroom more regularly. Holy cow, you know, that could help me reach my goal weight.
Right.
I just pooped regularly. We're all like 5 pounds away from a goal weight if you had good poop.
Starbucks helps that too.
And, so then I was like, oh, now I see the benefit, and I went back and I signed up as a coach, and I got Shakeology. But when I called, they did not, you know, force me and like pressure me and make me feel guilty. They were just like, okay, well, we're really sad, you know, to see you go, and we hope that, you know, you are successful in your program. And they know exactly what program you're doing because they see your account.
Right.
This can be a little creepy. You're like, how did you know I'm doing PWX3?
Creeper.
So that's something you can definitely let her know as well. Invite her to the call on Thursday that Kim is doing.
Okay.
I'm not sure about you know, just the whole Beachbody thing or in general. The goal and idea for anyone that we talk to and we present, you know, the challenge pack idea and working out and bettering your health is eventually to become a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody and everybody, to me, is going to be a great coach because we all have different stories and we're all going to relate and connect with other people.
Right.
So
that call with Kim is for all of us on Thursday?
Yeah.
I get so confused with some of the phrases. I'm like, I don't know if that one's for me or not. I'll have to ask someone.
Yeah, so anything that you see that's coming from Kim under Fitspire Empire, you can join because you are under her. Because you're under me and I'm under her. So she's like your great grandmother kind of a thing. Do you know what I mean? We're like a big family.
Yeah.
What?
She's like the queen.
Yeah, exactly. So you can join whatever it is that she's doing. If she's got a challenge group you want to be a part of, Coach Basics thing you want to do again, go ahead. You know, she knows who you are, and if she forgets, you just let her know. Hey, I'm one of Annette's coaches, who's also, who's Chris. You know, and Kristen's her coach, and she knows.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a pain in her butt for like 2 years now.
Okay. And so if I want to invite Ashley and this other lady to that call, I'm welcome to on Thursday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Just let them know. I mean, I posted a thing on my Fit page, but you can also share Kim's post if you want to them. And then Kim will, I think Kim's going to post the number. If not, let me write that down.
Just on Kim's number?
Yeah, I'll give you Kim's Zoom.
I have Kim's number.
Oh, you do? Okay, perfect. So it should be that same one. She uses, she doesn't really change it. Hi!
Say hi.
You guys are making me feel old.
I know you're old.
Shush.
A lot. You helped to make me old. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Sorry, it was one of my students when I actually taught 4th grade. It was enough. Almost 10 years of that.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, you're stuck with him. I don't. Got to give him back.
Exactly.
So let's see. Okay. So Katie, so we've got. I wrote down some of your goals. That's why.
Okay.
So yes, so your personal goals.
Yes.
Awesome, and definitely personal development. So you can pick and choose what you feel is going to just sort of resonate with you. I've got. I have a few picks that have like a whole list of different kinds of books that could give you just an idea. I love listening to Joel Osteen like at least once or twice a week. He just sort of gets me back out of my funk. But then I love watching Gary Vaynerchuk. He's from New Jersey but lives in New York, and he's very much just like bleh. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. But he's like super ADHD kind of a thing. Like he's constantly.
All over the place.
But I love it. I need that balance of like, okay, like I need someone that's like going to help me just become a little bit more whole and appreciate myself and all the hard work that I am doing and who I am. But then I also need the other side of like, okay, here's some action that you need to do, because that's what I don't get from Joel's. I don't get like a call to action of like what I need to do to either better myself, better my business. And that's where I get it either from Gary Vaynerchuk or Annette listens to, what's his name? Dr. Thomas.
Yes.
He's really great too. It's sort of like motivating and sort of like, okay. And then I've got full of energy and I'm like, I'm going to go. There you go.
He'll pump you up.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's really great. I just like listening to him on YouTube. So when I'm doing my power hour, I can listen to all these like great, motivation and pumping me up. And so then it gives me sort of sparks my idea of what to write, what kind of, post to do, what kind of images to make, that kind of a thing. So yeah, as far as your business goals, so we're going to break that down. So we already know by month, Success Club 5, how we're going to reach that, right? By following the 3 vital behaviors and then trying to get, really, I always just think of just helping 3 people. So that you'll get SC6 and then you'll sort of already be in that momentum. So you can get towards as close as you can to even SC10, which is like a bonus. 800 likes. Here's what to do on your Fit page. So every time, and you're doing this, like every time you post on your Fit page, you share it onto your personal page, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how we get more of our friends to see it and their friends to see it, and that's how it comes back onto our Fit page. Another thing as well, if you have like Instagram, you can then, in a post on Instagram, say, hey, I'm also on Facebook, hit me up, find me. And so then sometimes people like me, I'm on everything. I'm on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Periscope. And I think that's all. Oh, and YouTube. So I just start liking everybody everywhere. What was the other thing I was going to tell you also?
You said something about Instagram and put it on there about my Facebook.
Yes.
Me on Facebook.
Yes. So like at the end, that can be like your call to action. So you always want to have a call to action, or some people just abbreviate it CTA, at the end of all your posts. Click like if you enjoyed this recipe, comment below if you want to know more. It doesn't even have to be fitness related. Kitty, when you take pictures of like your horse and stuff, you could even say, hey, comment below if you know what kind of horse, I have. Do you know what I mean? And then it gets people, then you can find out, oh, these people know horses. And then you start your conversation, and then it just snowballs into possibly, inviting.
Okay.
So then that sort of gets you an understanding of who your audience is. Like what's your, your niche is, women that, well, first it should be women who love horses, want to go that direction, and then really figure out who and what defines you. And those are the types of people that you want to reach. So
draw them into my post by getting them a comment. Okay.
Yes, you want them to engage, because that's how you're going to start the conversation. And then naturally it will then turn into just an opportunity, because then they'll eventually start asking you, well, what are you doing? What's your story? And then you can tell them, and they'll share a little bit about them, and then it'll go back and forth kind of a thing. So yeah, definitely want to do that call to action. So then we've got Christmas paid off by September, budget and card. Putting yourself on a budget and card paid off. So I want to know, with that, you've got to set how much then per month do you need to make in order to reach those goals? Like in order to pay off in a year, in order to be able to pay for Christmas. So you know what I mean? Like you need to have a dollar amount, like how much average is Christmas presents cost, and then paying off your car, so then your car payment, and then divide that up into 12 and figure out, okay, on whatever it is we're already spending and your normal pay, how much do you need to actually make off of Beachbody to then satisfy and reach those goals? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That gives you a much clearer idea instead of, well, hopefully in a year we'll pay the truck off, or hopefully in a year, 9 months, we'll have Christmas done. Instead of doing that, really set that dollar amount so you have that in your mind of, okay, so if I have, 4 coaches, then I'm going to make X dollar amount. So if you can think.
And I guess that's the part that I don't understand yet.
Okay.
Is like where I have to reach to where I'm actually.
The dollar amount.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will.
That's kind of my dark hole.
It's sometimes, it's a lot of information, so don't worry about it. And it's sort of complicated because it depends on how many people are on your team as well as your team volume. And your team volume is accumulated not just on who you have on your team, but in this huge organization, however many people are signed under you. So for me, my huge organization, I have now 598 coaches under me. I did not sign up 598. It's just where I am on this little tree, where I am, 598 are underneath me. So all of those people, I earn team volume off of what they sell. And so then there's like a cycle bonus, and then that gets all complicated. But yeah, so there's like a balance between your team volume and your personal volume, and then we cycle it, and then that's how you figure out how much money you make. So I will definitely find that video and share it with you so you have a better understanding. But what you can think of is personally for you, for every 3 coaches or customers, think of it like it's like, so they always say 3 for free, right? So if you get your 3 customers, then your Shakeology is covered. So you're going to get about $25 to $35 per customer / coach. Just having them signed up and having them every month get Shakeology.
Okay.
Right? 25? No. No more than that. Sorry. Hold on. It's like 30. It's more 30. You can't do math, apparently. Why I can't divide is really sad. And then on your challenge packs, for every challenge pack, you are earning 25% of what that challenge pack costs. So it's about, again, $30-ish. Depends on if it's $140 or $180 challenge pack. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you earn 25%. So 25% is the key. Is your commission and it's your discount off of everything.
Okay.
So 25% commission on anything that you sell, and then 25% off all of our products. So that can give you a better idea. So that's why you want to sell at least 3 challenge packs. So then you're getting at least $90 in the bank, and then that will then in turn right now cover for your Shakeology cost. And then for every 3.
So after I get past the first 3, then it'll start.
Then you'll actually start pocketing money. Yes. The first 3, you'll pretty much just be going at a wash. And it'll help you, it'll pay for your Shakeology. And then after that, you'll actually start to see a profit. So that's why we really stress getting to that first rank of Emerald, because then that's when you can start actually tapping into your team volume And so for me, a lot of times I'm making a little bit more just because my team volume is so high that I can cycle more times and get more money.
Okay.
And that will all make sense, like when I show you the video and you're like, oh, okay. And then
Paperwork and computer and stuff I'm really struggling on. Ashley still isn't signed up as a coach, and she was supposed to call today, and I don't know what happened whenever she signed up, but it's kind of really left my head spinning.
Okay.
And Kim posted this morning about your power hour. I'm thinking, that's all I do on my days off. All I do is read. I mean, I spend my whole day looking at all this stuff. So,
I know.
but anyways, I get there. I got some stuff printed off. I need to get more stuff printed off, but I don't have a printer here. So I need to get more stuff printed off. So I have like prices in front of me because going page to page to page, it's really confusing. So
it is. It gets annoying.
I thought about just going up to someone and say, can you print this off? However much it costs, just print off all this stuff for me because it will help me immensely.
It's
but
really
I'm getting there.
useful. But it's hard once you get the hang of it and get 2 or 3 coaches signed under you, it'll get a lot simpler. And the mobile app, you'll get a little bit easier to do. Or sometimes, you'll just, if they do live near you, you can just, have a coffee date or something and then just sign them up. I mean, you can go to the library, you know what I mean, and go on their computer and the internet and help sign somebody up. If it's easier to just be in person, if they're not tech savvy, like Annette, I just had her come over. I was like, we'll just do it together. Don't worry. And she brought the tablet, the cell phone. I'm like, we'll just do it on my computer. Much simpler. But yeah, and that's another thing too. I connect with a lot more people that don't live near me, but I know a couple of coaches here as well as Kim. They will meet, people for coffee or this or that, you know what I mean, and just sort of talk with them. And then usually it's, they sign them up because I actually took the time and you gave a shit. Because other companies, they're not going to take their time out to go and talk with you and hang out with you and get to know you and actually hear your story and why, you're struggling. So that's also an option too, to sort of get away from the phone, or if they're not tech savvy, then, you two can learn together.
There you go.
How to get it done. So yeah, I think once I show you that video and then you're able to really sort of have a concrete idea of how much you want it to be a month, how that's going to look, and then that will help you to reach those other financial goals.
Okay.
But I see it's absolutely possible. It's just easier for you to not get frustrated and be like, well, I don't know if I'm ever going to reach it, and actually have something concrete, and a dollar amount is always easier in my mind, at least.
I've kind of got my head of push myself harder, like push myself past the videos right now because I want to get them on the hook.
Yes.
And, kind of eating out of my spoon,
Yeah.
because if I'm able to take pictures of scale and it's going really, really good, then that's what everyone's after is results. And then most of my friends know me, so they're going to know, okay, this stuff has got to work, this is working for her. So that's kind of been my approach. Today I did my video, and then I jumped on a treadmill and I jogged a little bit. It wasn't like a whole bunch, but just, trying to push myself. So that's kind of my goal right now, is to just keep push, whenever I got time. So
I love it. No, and that's so true. Like, they want to see consistency, that you're doing it day in and day out kind of a thing. And they're watching you, whether or not you think they're commenting or liking. They are watching, and they're seeing, okay, well, she's trying something new, so I'm going to wait and see if it really works, or if she keeps it off, after 30 days or whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, obviously it does seem like it's working. She's not just going to I just thought I would try it, and now I'm not going to do it anymore. And that's how a lot of my friends are now. They're like, so what is it that you do? I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I've been doing this for almost 2 years. And you're like, I don't really understand what you do. They see me every day, but they're like, they still don't get it. So, yeah, it's just showing them the results and showing them that you are doing it every day, whether it's convenient or not convenient, whether you're feeling like crap or whatever it is. You can't not want to do what someone else is doing and they're having success. Do you know what I mean? When you're just stuck there and you're feeling like a failure, or you're just not happy with yourself, and you see somebody else and like, well, shoot, okay, I can do that. I'm willing to do that.
My oldest stepdaughter, I was talking to her about it. I wish I could get her to convert, but she sells Visalis. I've looked into that. I could never find no product information on that, and I hated that. The product label, you couldn't find any information at the point in time I looked into it.
Yeah.
But I know she has a lot of customers. If I could get her to come over, I mean, she knows a lot of people. They own a florist, and I wish, but she said, well, I can't sell that and that too, can I? I was like, yeah, probably not, no. So I'm still kind of working on that. That would be a big help to our team. I mean,
definitely.
She's
I know a lot of people that they've moved, from all over. Maybe maybe get her, like a sample. Like, we have like a sampler pack, or just give her some stores, and then just be like, hey, just try it out, just see. It's what I liked Beachbody was that it had the full package. It wasn't just the shakes and telling me to replace the shakes and here's some fun recipes to use your protein powder with. Literally, it had everything. It was the support, people that actually gave a shit about me, the nutrition, as well as the workout, because that was my problem. I didn't have a workout that I liked. I just knew what to do with my husband, which was go to his gym and, do kickboxing or run my ass on the treadmill, which I hated that too. That was it. And then eating was just like, eat 1,000 calories or less and exercise as much as possible. I didn't know anything else. So I would definitely just a little bit, just like, hey, I just thought, I wanted you to just try it. And I want to get your perspective from, a competitor, what you think of our shake.
Okay.
Just do it that way. Just little inkling. And maybe she will change. It'll change her mind and be more her decision, as opposed to you trying to convince her to come over. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's sort of like, like how we deal with men. Like, we let them think it's their idea, but we've been feeding it along the whole time.
Right.
So because she could easily, if she sees the value in it, then all of her clients and customers, they'll follow her. I'm sure, if they've been for long enough, they'll follow. Because sometimes you just do. You find something better. That's all it is. Like with Annette, she loves her devotion, and I do too, but I like it strictly, yes, just like Annette did, for cooking. Shakeology is what's, going to make sure that I stay healthy and I'm not sick and I have energy, not this other protein powder.
Right.
You know what I mean? So maybe Visalis is really good for cooking or for this or that, but it's lacking in the superfoods and the nutrients and all that stuff. So just let her, have her experience it and taste it, and, and then go from there. Annette, I want you to talk about your vision board.
Okay, do we have time?
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually going to upgrade my my minutes.
Okay. So on my business side, I have be an extraordinary coach. I want to make Ruby and Diamond before April.
Yes.
What? That's scary to me.
Why?
Because now I have to be really more responsible. Because I'm working coaches now.
I know. That's what you wanted.
I know, but now it's a little freaky because
you wanted.
I know, but so in this week, since I signed Katie, I have had to really learn on the fly how to use the damn computer. She is forcing me to learn more about the computer.
Hallelujah.
Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Katie, but it's really helping me.
Great.
But holy shit, I feel like a Riri. But so that's on my thing too. Get more acquainted, because I gotta be a leader now.
Yeah.
So, pride, passion, and commitment to excellence. I gotta think of myself as a businesswoman and think that way and not think that way. And if I do it right, it'll last forever. I need to stay more connected. Knows progress even when she can't see it. It's time to blow my business up. I really need to email more. Don't do that. I need to take my business to the next level. I need to enjoy the ride. And I want to become a legend. And I need to change my mindset to a 3-star diamond. And my goal right now is Success Club 5 every month. I'm still working on it. So then in the middle, I have to find the perfect balance between my business and my personal life.
Yes.
Because Ron gets really jealous because I always have the phone or a computer or the laptop or something in my on me. And I put finish something. That just means I'm not going to walk away from this business, because I've had a couple of businesses, and as soon as they got good, I walked away from them. I'm not going to walk away from this one.
No.
And this year, I will reach my goal by July, by Summit. I want to be 130. I'm going to hit it, and I'm going to maintain it.
You and me both, sister.
Yeah.
We're going to be back at 130.
And on the top of the middle part, it says the best project you'll ever work on is me. So I got to continue to work on me. And underneath on the very bottom in the middle says, don't crack under pressure.
I love that.
So then on my personal side is not a 6-pack, but a flat tummy.
Okay.
I want to be in a bikini by July.
Okay.
Continue with my nutrition. Not have to live paycheck to paycheck. Get tighter, leaner, and stronger. Buy me a truck. I put be at my top form. I want to buy a GoPro before July. Live a more creative life. And the main one, my biggest one on that side, oh, wait. Well, we'll get to that one. Is Ron, is a heart with, and I got to work on finding a common ground with Ron because we've grown so far apart. I want the love of my life. I want to feel again that he is the love of my life.
Gotcha.
We need to reconnect. I want to fall back in love with him. And then this is my big one on my south side is banishing self-doubt, beat binge eating when I'm afraid and when I get depressed.
Right.
That's it.
Those are wonderful. So, you know what to do to hit SC5. You are going to hit diamond. And you said by what, April? I say by March.
I know you keep saying that.
I wrote it. I said March.
I know.
I mean, you're so close. You know what I mean? Like, Katie's got one coach that will eventually will get it finalized and signed up. So then all she needs is one more coach, and then tomorrow you're already in that momentum of
Right.
and finding people who want to work the business. You just need one more coach to work the business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so you keep hitting SC5.
I am.
That one person is going to be there.
I am trying to get Ron down. 2 coaches under Ron.
Oh yeah.
But I'm having trouble hitting Success Club right now. So I'm not thinking about Ron right now, but that will be what I really want to work on too, is Ron's side.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, I hear you. That's how I do it too, is as soon as I hit Success Club, then I can be generous and hand that off to Tiago's side. But yeah, it's been rough for me as well. So I'm like, sorry, buddy, I'm keeping it. It was hard to get those ones. I'm keeping those ones. I'm not going to freebie to you. You did not.
Right.
And then, yeah, your business and personal balance. And I still struggle with that too. What I've done, and it's hard sometimes. And that's where my planner is really coming into play, is that, just because somebody messages me, I do not respond right then and there. And I've spoken to you about that. What I do now, but then I would forget, you know what I mean? Because things happen and you forget, or you already open that message, and so it already shows it's read. And then I don't have the time to remember, like, you can mark it and say unread, so then it'll still, I don't do that. I'm now putting it in my planner. And I just write, so I have a little section and I've written it up. It's like, so follow up or respond back. And I'm just writing their names.
Okay.
So then when I do my power hour, or, like if Ron's still not home, or if he's watching again, something, so then when they're busy and they don't really care that you're not paying attention, then that's when I will quickly just do, I won't do this.
Right. Right.
Sometimes I do it like when my kids are in the bathtub, because they want to stay in there for like 30 minutes. So mama's got to get shit done. So
right.
Planner, okay, who do I need to follow up? Who messaged me, reached out to me today? And I go ahead and I do that. That's really helped me out. And it's also helped my husband. He does the same thing too. We live by planners. We write it all down so that when we have time, when each other is busy and it's not like it's eating up like our personal time or our family time, that's what I do. And it's also just important too. It's sort of like setting your business hours, right? So people need to know that most likely, if it's past 9 o'clock, are you really going to message them back? No, right? You have your own life, you're trying to do stuff, or you're sleeping, whatever it is, So during your business hours, and you just set it in your mind, and eventually more people will start to pick up, oh, she only responds, early in the morning, or, in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Or
right.
you can just let people, or you can even just let people know when they message you, hey, I got your message. I'm not able to respond back, but I will, and you give them a time frame. I'll get within 24 hours, by tonight, something, so that you can let people know. Because I do like that. Sometimes I'm like, well, did they get my message? I see that it's seen, and then it drives me crazy. I'm like, just respond back today. So sometimes, yeah, just let them know, hey, I did get your message, but I'll get back to you, when I'm done with work, or when I have my office hours. You can even say it that way. You know what I mean? So that you have a little bit of a balance, and you're not, because sometimes, that just sucks time. You don't realize that, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes here, and you've done it 10 times, that takes up, 3, 4, 5 hours in a day. And yeah, on the flip side, that would piss me off too. I'm like, I have my day off today, and you're not paying a damn attention to me. So I can see that. And that's, again, sort of, you getting organized and a little bit more responsible now, because you've got Katie, who needs you to teach her what you know and whatever it is you don't know. you've got to go now ahead and learn.
Right.
So you
I have been.
yeah, so that does take a little bit more time. But as far as, you know, your messaging and responding back to people, you don't have to feel like you have to get back to them as soon as possible. You don't.
Yeah, I haven't been doing that lately,
Yeah.
though.
You know, you take your time and you set it, you know, for me, it's not a power hour. It's more like a power 2 hours at least. At least. You know, I've spent like an hour and a half working on scheduling for the next 2 weeks as far as posting and inviting. But I also, early this morning for like 30 minutes, did a bunch of messages. So sort of, you know, having to juggle that time and just know it's okay if you know, tack it on to the next day.
Okay.
Okay. Summit, well, you know how we're going to get to that, just being consistent. As far as like no more binge eating, that for me, I think the best way to sort of stop you from that is confessing, doing a video or posting. You know what? Right now, what I really want to just go ahead and just say, screw it and eat this. You know what I mean? So then you'll get the support. You'll see the people who actually care about you. And then that'll probably make you like, you know what? Right, I don't need it. So when you have those moments and those urges, that's where sort of like, you know, you're reaching out. You know what I mean? You're like calling for help kind of a thing.
Right.
You know, and it also just makes, you know, everyone show that you're real, that you do have those moments, you know, and it wasn't like your whole transformation was just super easy and no struggles. And you might want to also find some audiobooks on binge eating and overcoming it. That might help, you know, I don't know. There's got to be something on there or somebody on YouTube that, you know, same thing. They do daily videos, you know what I mean? And maybe they
Right.
do that.
But I only binge eat when I'm depressed.
Okay.
So I'm kicking it. I'm doing really good now.
Yeah,
But that's how I gained all the fluff
I know.
when my sons left. So, but I'm back on it.
Those darn boys. But yeah, that's how I think about that. Banishing self-doubt, that's just continuing yourself, your personal development and all that good stuff, and just picking what you need at the time. For you and Ron, we were sort of talking about this at Summit, about sort of like having like those date nights or something, or I saw you all went on that hike.
Yeah.
You know? So little things like that, and maybe it just doesn't have to be, not every week. It could just be, you know, like twice a month or whatever. You know what I mean? Let him, you all can go out to dinner and let him pick the restaurant, you know, and that'll be your treat.
Right.
Because I'm sure he's going to pick someplace that you don't want to buy a salad there.
Right.
You know, so maybe something like that like you are sort of giving into what he likes. And
Right.
so he doesn't have to feel like he's, you know, has to be this 100% clean eating kind of guy. Buying a truck and then not being paycheck to paycheck is sort of like what I wanted Katie to do. You need to set down what not paycheck to paycheck really is. You don't.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Okay, awesome. I was like, you don't have to tell me. So as long as you know what that dollar amount is, and then again, you'll probably need to refresh your memory and watch that video again, so then you know
Right.
exactly how many coaches that means you need to have that are active. As far as buying the truck, same thing. You know what I mean? When you're not paycheck to paycheck, then you know from that what you can budget, and you
Right.
know already probably how much you want to pay or how much you want to save up and how long that's going to take, so then you can just pay for that in cash.
Right.
So that's like a secondary of what you need to do for that goal. So then you know, say hi.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Oh, he said goodbye.
Hi.
Not yet, babies. Okay? Go play. I can't help you right now. Okay? Go play. I'll be around in a little bit. Okay. I can tell he's been putting detangler in his hair because he smells fruity.
Oh.
This is fair. It's fine. So yeah, that way you'll know starting from now until in a year's time what you really need to be working towards every single month, so that are you just wanting to buy a truck by next year, or do you have like?
No, I have a plan.
Okay.
It's gonna happen real soon. I
Okay.
gotta. So, but now I'm getting a check every week now.
Yay!
Yes. So,
That's not going right back to Shakeology.
yeah. So, now I'm really watching my clients to make sure that, because I have 3 that are going to be inactive.
Right.
Well, Nakia, she dropped off. I let her go.
Yes.
Jaylyn fell off last year and has 4 bags of Shakeology.
Oh,
Yeah. But she's started January. She started back up.
Yeah.
But she's putting her account, her Shakeology on freeze
Right.
for 4 months.
Okay.
So that means we're gonna have to get her to buy
3
$50, right?
Just have her buy a 3-day refresh.
Okay.
3-day refresh, or one month, another month performance line, another month, boost.
So, and then Amy, but I talked to Amy today, and she says she's still on getting her shakes, and she's still working out and stuff.
So
And
maybe she's not paying her business fee. Because they're all separate. They're all separate charges. Your Shakeology and your business fee, they do it separately.
Oh.
So
Okay.
maybe she's not paying her business fee.
And how much is that? For $12?
Well, it depends on state taxes. Like for us here, it ends up being a total of like $17.
Okay.
$14.95 plus tax, whatever tax is in your state.
Okay.
So yeah, you might want. That's probably what it is. Because if she's still getting her shake, then yeah. What's up, baby?
And what were we talking about?
Taxes.
Initially, I was talking about your truck, your plan for.
Oh, yeah. So I already have. I'm making enough to make a truck payment now.
Okay.
So, and I've been driving my boss's truck for a year, so I got to, and he's on me now. So I really got to. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just get a truck and
There you go.
and make sure that my check continues to
You can
come
just.
in
Yeah.
every.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, Knuckles.
That's why I asked Kim about filing for taxes. But last year I didn't make 1 check, I think.
Right.
But she told me if I make $600 that year, you got to file. So now I got it in my head.
Mhm.
Now I really have a business because
And they'll send you. Beachbody will send you. I think it's like a 1099
yeah.
something. Yeah, they'll send it to you so you'll know. But
Okay.
yeah, $600 or more, and you got to pay taxes.
Right.
So that's my thing. That's why I got to start putting $40 away per check because I don't even know how much I got to pay this year. We don't
Oh.
want to know. We don't want to.
Can't do write-offs like everything we ordered as a write-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, my husband and I, we do it together, and with 2 businesses. Are you kidding me? We write off I write off my exercise clothes, my shoes, the groceries is a business expense.
Right.
So yeah, it's like all of that. I mean, my devotion stuff is still going to be a business expense because I'm considering myself a fitness professional.
Right.
So anything fitness related is going to get written off. So workout clothes, shoes, food.
So I need to start saving all them receipts now.
Yeah, I mean, I still do, but I don't know. I just use my bank account. I just log in every month. I can see, and then I put it in a spreadsheet.
Okay.
But yeah, you have to be sort of tech savvy to do that too.
Whatever.
Or just hand it to you. Just print out. You just get all your month statements and you just hand it to your accountant or whoever.
Right.
I used to be that. I used to be the one to do it. Now my husband's like, he got himself an accountant. I'm like, oh, awesome. Can I use him too? Yes. Because it takes too long to try to figure out all these things, and the tax laws, they change, and what you can and can't. And so yeah. What else? I think that's it, really, for you. So, so that's pretty good. Basic. We all know every week what we're supposed to be doing because we know every day the basics, the 3 vital behaviors, and posting at least 3 times a day. Mommy. Yes, that's Fabian. I'm almost done. Let me finish. Almost. Yes, please. Almost done. I don't know if you talked to Katie about like the different posts, you know, like throughout the day.
Yeah, I told her to post a workout, her Shakeology. And did I tell you?
Pretty much. I mean, you've got like Tuesday, like transformation. So like each day of the week is like a different theme on top of your shake and your workout. But then you can also still, whenever you want, post, you know, funny things or motivational things. And that also comes to once you're reading and doing personal development, you start wanting to share those things as well that you're doing and that what you're reading. And sort of like those aha moments, those moments that like you like, oh, I got to remember that, and you highlight it in the book. Those are the moments, those are the things you want to then also post and share, because that's another way that you can connect with other people, and they can be like, oh, you know, I needed that, or I didn't think about that, or I think that too. And that's how they can also connect and then respond back to you.
I have to do some work. So I've been scrolling through my personal page.
Yes.
My personal page is all what my fit page is. I don't post about nothing but fitness nowadays.
Yeah, you have to on your personal. You got to do some other stuff.
So I was brainstorming today, and I don't know what to write about because fitness is my life now.
Well, what do you like? What about like what things do you do with Ron?
What's out?
Nothing. Oh, I know you're. Okay, so remember how I said, you know, to do like the comparison between, you know, like a skinny, unhealthy person versus a fit person. Remember how I saw you? So like you should take pictures of like what Ron's dinner looks like versus your dinner, you know, and be like, yes, he's skinny, but he's like a fat skinny because he's not healthy skinny.
Right.
You know? And that's just genetics probably as well. So you can do something like that, and just sort of like, it can be sort of, you know, it can end up being sort of comical, just like, oh, well, what's for dinner tonight? And you just do like split screen, you know, 1 and 1.
Okay.
And then you can just do something funny and just be like, which dinner would you like? Do you know what I mean? And then people will just start commenting.
Okay.
Or I don't know, or just like any random thing. Like, I'm sure there are some interesting people that walk in your job.
But I don't even want to talk about them.
You don't have to talk about them. You just got to whip out the phone and take a good picture and be like, whoa, you know, that's it. You're like, this is my job. Now you know why I want to get out of here. Something, you know, something comical. You know what I mean? That just like, so people have a little bit of an idea of what you do. And, you know, not that your job is a horrible job, but right now, for what you want, it doesn't match you. It doesn't make you feel like a better person or productive or, you know, making a mark in the world.
Right.
Well, share with people what you know, how it's sort of an oxymoron of where you work and the lifestyle you live. You know, you work in a smoke shop, but you're eating healthy and doing burpees while you're at work. You know?
Right.
So yeah, like you could do that. Like, use your selfie stick and be like, what's wrong with this picture? And you got all your food next to like a whole display of cigars or whatever.
Okay.
Those are funny.
Okay.
And then that also sparks, conversation. Well, that hurt me. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about it as far as what funny things that you can do. But like, if you do, like, I liked Melanie Mitro yesterday and what she said. Like, her reward for completing all of like her daily to-dos and her power hour was scrolling through Facebook, right?
Right.
So that's what we can do. Like when we get to, okay, bring it to me. When you have, when you've reached your power hour, then take and set a time, 10 minutes. Scroll through your newsfeed, and then just share. I promise I'm giving it to you. Oh my God, he will not let me hold the cup. He is insisting on holding this one as well. Okay, I'm going to put the top on.
So I noticed, because I've been, the lady that we went to lunch with,
Nina. Yeah.
So her page popped up. And I mean, she has a picture with her dog, and I'm like,
oh my God, almost every day her and that damn dog. They always have some news to tell.
I'm like,
dog are sharing.
I'm not even, okay, I get it now. I'm not sharing anything other than working out,
Yes. I mean, what are things that you enjoy doing, on your free time besides, like share more about your hiking and what trails you've done. And sorry, he got everything all wet. I don't know what TV shows you like. I mean, do your followers even know you love Survivor?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Do they know that you love Survivor?
Well, I post it all the time, and Joe was on my Facebook.
Or finding something like that. Do you watch anything else? I mean, I don't really watch anything else on TV. Rarely.
No, but you know what? I've been thinking about copying the commercials, but putting in me as the coach and videos like that. And I'm going to make a video on my male client real quick because I have a story to tell about that man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
And you have stuff. You just have to think about like a day in the life of you. What do you go through from when you wake up to when you go to sleep? And you might think it's sort of mundane and boring because you do it every single day, the same thing.
Right.
But people don't know what you do. They don't know when first thing you wake up, you go running, and then when you come back, whatever. I don't even know. And then what you do as far as packing, or do you pack your food all at night? Share those kinds of things. Be like, okay, good night, food. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Ways to save time, tips. People always want to know about tips. So share with them some tips. I'm sure you have plenty of them.
Right.
On how you're able to get up super early, maximize your time, get to work, all of those things.
Right.
You just overlook it because it's boring and the same thing you do every day probably. Like I do that too. I do as well. So if I'm going to go grocery, like you did one about the farmer's market, which was great. But now also you can share people like who live close to us where that is, how much something costs, like give specifics. Like, oh my gosh, I just got this bell pepper for such and such.
I posted my end total.
Oh, good. Yeah. So more of those kind of things, when you find deals. Like I did one video like, hey, did you know you can go to the 99-cent store and get same brand blackberries? I didn't know.
Yeah.
But now I am. I'm not paying 2 for $5. I'm paying 99 cents for a little basket. Things like that. People just want to know, like, for real, I don't go shopping at Whole Foods. I cannot afford it. I don't think I will ever, even if I make 6 figures, am I going to go to Whole Foods as my regular grocery store?
What is
that? Me? If I can find it cheaper and same quality, I will.
Right.
Other than that, there's no way in hell, just because I'm making more money, am I just going to throw that down the drain because I can go and get, I don't even know, an organic something just to say that I went to Whole Foods? No, I'd rather be able to go on a trip than eat something organic I'm gonna like throw it in my mouth in like 2 seconds, it's gone. Like, well, there goes $4. Hope that was delicious in my tummy. No. So yeah, or I even do that too with like Whole Foods. Like I just went ahead and bought, like 4 cupcakes for $12. I'm an idiot. Things like that. Stupid and silly. It's totally doable, or I don't know, you go get your car washed, or you just
Right.
how filthy my car is. I think I need to clean it. Just normal day in the life of Annette.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I find myself holding back to not post too much. That's why I always see something I like, and I'm like, oh, I want to share it. Oh my goodness. This is before I signed up to Beachbody. I'm like, I've already posted 3 times today. I should probably not. Now you're like, make sure you post 3 times a day. I'm like, I got that. That's no problem.
And I have to sometimes think okay, I posted this many times on my Fit page, so now I should post as me.
Yeah.
Here, so yeah, and then I also I really like that, so then I go ahead and I pre-schedule it. Oh, that was what I wanted to show you. Oh, before we get off, because I couldn't do it the other day. I want to show you how I actually pre-schedule things. Hold up. No.
I think I did it.
Did you do it?
I did it, but then I tried to do it again, and then it wouldn't work. So
on your computer or your phone?
I did it on my computer because you said you could only do it on the computer.
It's you can do it on your phone. You just have to. It's a little bit trickier. So let me show you. My internet is actually fast. I'm
gonna hold this up. I'm kind of blind, so sorry.
No, that's fine. So if you're just gonna do it organically, you're just gonna start typing something, so. Okay, right? And then I could add whatever I want. So in this arrow, I'll go to...
Oh, I can zoom in. Cool. Okay. Awesome. I'm zooming in your screen. Got it.
Yay! So I can click the arrow, and I click schedule.
Right.
And then I can pick whatever date and whatever time I want.
Okay.
So what I've also done is I have leave this picture. I have 24 scheduled posts. So it'll show me, and I click see scheduled posts. So even from here, now it's going to be slow. I can see where all of my posts are. So then I can really figure out, okay, so I did a move of the day. Here's a quote, and then here's another quote. Move of the day. Here's like an invite to that call for Thursday. And so it's nice. It'll show you what it looks like on the computer, and it'll show you what it looks like on the phone. So I like this because I can actually see, okay, what days have I done it? What days do I still need to do? So on the 18th, I have nothing, right? And then the 26th, so then after the 21st, I have nothing really. So I have to start posting. From here, I can just go ahead and click create a post, and it's the same thing as if I was on the other page. Add a video. I can create an album, photo carousel, a slideshow right from here. If I make a post, I could even save it as a draft if I'm not ready. So I have a few drafts as well. So it's the same thing. If I click create, and I'll save it as a draft. Like this one. Low on money, you cannot purchase to my favorite, Insanity Max 30 and Body V. So I could actually easily change this one every single month. Whatever the new challenge pack is, I would just change, obviously, the workout information. So I save the draft so I don't have to keep rewording it and finding it every single month.
Mm-hmm.
Click out of that. But then when you go to your page and you see this one, Insights.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Bubba's. This is what I was talking about, how you can see what
I've seen it. I just don't understand it.
So for each post, they'll show you what type it is, how many people reached it. So organically, 159 people saw this. I did not pay for any of it. But, you know, if I go to this one I did earlier today, 219
Mommy.
were reached.
It's not here.
So when you click to see all of them, I can see where is the peak time that most of my posts, most of the people are going to see. But really the peak is for me, what, 6 o'clock? The highest? Anytime probably between like, usually when people get out of work. So between 3 and 6 is the highest. And I can keep going down. So this was a post with a photo, and 357 people were reached. This is going to show you the engagement. So how many people were interactive. I can't remember what it is. 34 likes and 6 comments. If that makes sense. So you can even click on reaches, so then you can see how many people were reached, what day it was, likes and comments.
What are you doing?
Hi, babies. I'm working.
Doing? What are you doing?
I'm looking on the computer. So same thing with your likes. You can see when they happened, when they didn't. Let me do post videos. So like I can literally just look at videos. And I have a lot because I have one almost every single day. So I can tell, okay, so 534 people were reached, but only 185 of those people actually watched the whole thing. So obviously, for me, I get more with videos, moves of the days, because I think right now, for me, it's been almost 2 years. They expect a move of the day almost every single day. But the insights help to give you an idea, really, of what time to post, so that you're not wasting your time. And then I have these. I've chosen certain people to watch who have fit pages. So this is a coach that's under my coach, Kim. She has 15,000 likes.
Wow.
Kim has 10,000 likes. You can see how many posts.
Holy
This
geez.
87 posts this week. Kim's only done 54.
Wow.
Total engagement, 4,000. Kim has 2,000. But, you know, and then get this. But she is a much lower rank than Kim is, right?
Right.
And this coach, Stephanie Davies, she's a 15-star diamond.
Wow.
She has 5,000 likes. She only posted 14 times.
Wow.
And only 1,000 people are actually engaging in her page. So it's not always, like I said, it's not always so much about the number of people who are following you, but once you get those good people, those good lifers, those people, most likely, they end up turning into your coaches who end up building your team. And then your team does a lot of the work, and you just keep doing what you, little old you, was doing from the beginning. Do you know what I mean? To get to that 3, 4, 5, 10, 15-star diamond, you're not having to work harder. You're still doing the same basics of what we're doing right now. We just have a lot more people that are doing the same things, and that we pretty much are just working on training them. We're not having to like go find more people. We're still finding at the minimum 3 people a day, and at that point, they're probably finding us. So that's just, I just wanted to show you that too, because then you can see me, you know. I have over 2,000, 33 posts. I don't have a very big engagement. So that I'm going to obviously have to bring up. But then you have this girl. She's a higher rank than me. She has less people, less posts. She doesn't have that much higher engagement. So
You know, on
all
our
numbers game, it's not like a direct reflection of like the more people you have, meaning the higher rank you're going to be. Not really. Just means you know more people or more people follow you. She could have more Beachbody coaches following her. You know what I mean? It might not be true lifers. It could be a lot of Beachbody coaches. So then that means nothing. Like my Instagram, I have over 3,000 people. I'm pretty sure 1,000 of them are freaking Beachbody coaches. So that's why it does me no good to have those people as my friends. They're just getting ideas from me, or I'm getting ideas from them. It's not like helping to reach more people kind of a thing. So yeah, I don't recommend boosting any posts right now or paying at this point. Really, it's better to just stay true and organic and
Hey, Mommy. Hey.
and then when you start having a little paycheck from Beachbody, then you can maybe, you know, invest in
doing?
$10 a week or whatever to boost. I'm looking to boost a post, but that money can go by really fast. Like I was doing almost $100, maybe like almost $100 a week, and it really wasn't really converting that many people enough to cover $400 a month.
Kristen,
Yeah.
on Kim's call last week, she told us not to do it at all because we're just putting money in Mark Zuckerberg's
Yep.
pocket.
Hello.
She told us not to do it at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's really not. It's not going to help you that much. Only thing I did really that I would promote my page
Right.
to get more people, more eyes on my page. But as far as my posts and stuff like that, I really didn't see any turnover.
Right.
That's one thing. Janelle Summers, who is Shalene Johnson's sister, she is a top coach. Babies, I'm working really quick. She even said she does not do it, and that at first she was a little upset that she was not in the top 10, or that it's really hard for her to stay in the top 10.
Right.
She wasn't going to name names, but that quite a few of the top 10, they invest a lot of their money back into
Promoting.
like that.
Mm.
So it's not necessarily all organic, and it's not necessarily all true just because of their personality and their connection and their why, as to why they have Success Club, 30, 40, 50. Do you know?
Right.
Those aren't just straight pure people that are coming to them because they saw their post, because organically they saw it, because they paid and invested money
Right.
to find those people.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well-
If you want to invest money, I would only do it in promoting your page. That's it. Not boosting anything. For me, it's just been a waste, honestly. My husband will promote, and he'll do like videos, because he does like 30, 45, 60-second, like almost commercials.
Right.
And it works because he makes sure, and he does like an awesome job. Like he wants me to learn how to make videos like that, but I don't have time for that. They look like legit, like even better than the commercials you see on TV.
Right.
It's always emotional and it catches you. So that's why he's willing to put money into it, because it does. For him, it has a turnover. Your first idea is not to go to a martial arts gym when you have a special needs kid. But when you see you have a bunch of families that have special needs kids, then you're like, oh, okay, well, we'll do that. So it's tricky. You want more? No. Okay. Is there anything else, ladies? I know we took up quite a bit of time, but I feel like we really did go over a lot. And I hope that it's going to help you really be able to set a little bit more concrete and specific goals for each day and throughout the month, and to make it to next year.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes?
I think I'm good too.
Yeah, I don't want to overload y'all anyway, so. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining the call and for sharing your vision board. I know, Annette, you've already shared it. Katie, have you posted yours yet?
No, I didn't schedule my post, but I kind of have my posts when we get off here that I'm going to throw out there. So
Awesome. Perfect. So yeah, and you could even, again, have a little call to action for people that are just following you, or or you're on your personal page. Hey, you know what? I love this. I love this activity. I'd love to see what you all can create too, because it's fun or whatever. Like for me, it's fun to crack.
That's the first vision board I've ever done. I mean,
Oh,
I
really?
feel like I'm back in school. I
Yeah.
never went to college or anything, so this is big stuff to me. You
Yeah.
know? Getting out the glue stick and the scissors, I was like, whoa.
Right? I know. I was like, oh, I get to crack out the markers again. This is fun.
Exactly.
So yeah, just share with that.
I have something for Katie. Katie, it's time for you to start inviting on for your next month's challenge, 21 Day Fit.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I got to do that. I want to do it February 15th, right after Valentine's Day.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's my goal. So,
You're right.
Do I need to start inviting now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I start talking about it. Yeah, just because get people in their minds, because they're gonna start saying no now.
Okay.
And then when it gets closer, be like, well, you already said no. I already know 3 paychecks already came and went, so you could have saved, $50 on each paycheck. So you just start talking. Yeah, share with it now. And also know, at any time, if you're not comfortable hosting your own challenge group, you can always dump them into mine, or if Kim's doing one that you like, you can always put them into Kim's.
Okay.
Just because sometimes when you're just starting off, you don't have a lot of people, and you want them to know what it feels like. What?
Ashley, her coach, in mine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at any point in time, if I start my challenge group, I mean, I can open my own challenge group, but I can also put them in the other ones, so that way they're kind of getting the best of all the worlds.
You can let them know, that your challenge group, you're going to give them your personal one-on-one, but that they can go into a larger group and to learn from others and to get the feel of, we are all a family and we all support each other. That is one thing that's very unique that I do love about how Kim is as a leader. It's a lot of women. And usually for me, when I'm around that, even if I'm just around 4 women, it's usually just a bunch of bitches just want to talk crap about each other. And as soon as one walks out the door, they're just talking. And that's really not how it is. It truly is not. I mean, when I went to Summit, we all love each other. We're not perfect, but we were not talking crap about each other by any means. And it's just because that's how Kim does. She doesn't talk crap about anybody. So we're just going to follow that. And that's the first time ever in my life. I mean, she's got, I don't even know how many coaches under the Fitspire empire that, if somebody starts being negative and starting to bitch, she will actually send a personal message to them. And they usually straighten up. And she'll even sometimes get really nasty and start doing videos about how she
I loved that video last week. That was great.
Right? I was like, don't stop. I'm like, maybe just don't post that live to everybody, but to the team, we need that. That's how she really is. Well, no. In person, that's not how she is. In person, she's quiet.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never guess that.
But when you get a little more comfortable around her, then she'll start to unveil a little bit more of how she is on the videos. But no, in person, oh my God, it could be like crickets chirping.
Wow.
Uncomfortable. I mean, I felt like that last year. I was like, I don't know what to say because it's so awkward.
Yeah. That's when I'm like, give me a few beers, please.
Yeah.
I can't handle that silence. Drives me crazy.
That's pretty much what we all do at Summit. Once the sun goes down, we're all drinking. And then we're up at 6 o'clock in the morning exercising.
With bloodshot eyes.
Yeah. We're all oozing, all of the alcohol's coming out. We stink. But it's our 3 days of celebrating and having fun and meeting everybody. So we're human. That's what we do. But yeah, that's about it though. I was going to talk about challenge groups, but I think I'll do that next week and show you how you don't have to recreate the wheel as far as challenge groups, that there's already something set in the back office. All right, Annette. So this will be great for you, Katie, for your 21-day fix.
Yes.
You can lump together, you know, the 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme. Just put it all into one because it's really the same thing. But then I'll show you how on your online office, they literally already have it set up for you, a post a day with a picture. So you don't have to think of anything. You just post that, and everybody thinks that you thought of it yourself, and then you just post your sweaty selfie as well, and then you're done for the day for your challenge group.
Awesome.
All right, little tricks.
Yeah, I'll take any help I can get.
Exactly. And that also just helps you to get used to what types of posts, the quality of posts, the pictures, and all of that kind of stuff. I have a whole folder on my computer of all of those, of the ones I use a lot. Insanity, 21-day fix, and these naked. Of all the posts and the pictures. So we will do that next week.
Okay.
So you ladies have a great week. Follow up with people, invite, and talk about the call for Thursday.
No.
Okay.
If you got a few, then that you can easily translate into a coach.
I got one for sure gonna join in on the call. I've been working with this one, but she got kind of funky at the end of the month.
Okay.
Last month, so I'm hoping now I'm really talking to her and getting her back on track. So
Cool. And it'll be nice. Get her on the call because then she'll see how Kim is and just understanding more about what coaching is. And it's not daunting. It's not overwhelming. Literally the daunting part is just learning all the technology.
right,
Not the actual coaching part.
right,
Yeah, the coaching part is easy. It's what you should already be doing anyways to reach your goals and have success. It's literally just all the other junk that you learn on the way.
right,
Fake it till you make it as far as technology stuff.
right.
In worst case, that's what we've got the weekly calls for. You know, if we need to go over tech stuff, we can go over tech stuff. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right. Well, have an awesome night. I'm going to dress this naked boy and figure out with the little one what he just did to my house.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.